So one question I have, as we come through that thing, saying like we've established that the time to do AI in healthcare is now. We've established that the opportunity is about scaling expertise and bringing the best to everyone, driving access, and so forth, right? What about the flip side of this, right? How does this put data, privacy, patient ownership of their data, and stuff like that? How does that landscape play out right now?
Yeah, it's an excellent point because data privacy, it's the data that we are all. I think we all have the owners, right, who are in the software business building these healthcare applications, platforms. I would say, uh, I just go back a few years with my days at Citi, being in financial services. For us, data likewise, data is very, very crucial and very important. And I think the whole, uh, I would say, the whole risk of keeping the data secured is sort of like ingrained. I always used to say it's in my DNA. And I see not different coming into healthcare industry now because with HIPAA and other regulations, um, data, not just because data can be monetized, it can be used with various purposes and so on, but I think it's human data, and we all hold responsible for keeping data as secured as possible, where we use the data for our building our models, doing our research, getting the better software out that can make a difference. However, I think it is something that we, all of us, collectively, I would say, and can keep our data secured. Now, that could not have been possible. It was difficult, I would say, how we kept the security when we were using on-prem, because I still remember the days when we could not, or we would be afraid to even go on cloud because the data leaks. Was the data secured on cloud versus on-prem data centers, and keeping as close as possible who would have access to data. And I think we even we are now on cloud, we have encryptions at rest and encryptions in flight, and we make sure that who has the access to the data, the right people. We basically have put all the risk and controls, which are so important. I think and again, there is an advancement in technology in every which way that we are talking about, right? And the thing is, why I say this is the right time for us as well, because we have massive data. We are talking now in terabytes, petabytes, even more, right? When we at times think about the data that we get over time, uh, I would say that we can only scale, we can only get better if we have the right technology, right protection plan, right risk management policies, and that is also very important. Keeping this data in sort of like in the right form and shape.